All right. Hopefully we're getting. I'm so sorry that we're a little off kilter tonight. Hold on, let me get myself adjusted here for my November garb. Sorry, I'm a little out of sorts here today. Does anybody look at this medal? Oh boy, am I loving this! I got a lot of stuff to go over today. Welcome to November and the Steve Square Show. I'm your host, Funny Man Stevie K. Sorry, we're getting to you a little bit late, but that's okay. It's very casual. It's Casual Monday. Everything is very relaxed, very simpatico. I hope you all had a wonderful Halloween and you guys got all your tricks and treats. Boy, I'll tell you. Did you guys have a lot of trick-or-treaters? Because I'll tell you, I don't know what was going on. It was a Sunday, obviously, so we thought we would get trick-or-treaters early. We get one trick-or-treater early in the day, and then nobody for like hours. And so we're like, oh, we bought too much candy. Then we get hit with this mob. Then we don't have enough candy. Now it becomes chaotic, and we're like, should we run out and get more candy? And we put the bowl out outside so kids just take it. And but I think all worked out well. We survived another Halloween. Welcome, yes, to November. Look at this. I'm donning the. There's two reasons I'm wearing this hat. First of all, take out. I did my Halloween run yesterday. Oh boy, was that exciting! I did my Michael Myers, as you can see. Look at this medal. My Michael Myers. Can you see that? Run for Your Life Halloween race. And it was really fantastic, awesome run. And look at this gorgeous medal with the pumpkin and Michael Myers on it. It was really awesome, and I was very excited. And I'm going to wear this for the rest of my life. I'm just going to, no matter what I do, when I train clients, I'm going to wear this medal and shove it in their face. I'm actually going to do, they do these great, it's called metalrace.com. Go on that site, and they do so many really fun ones. The proceeds for this race went towards hunger. And the next one I'm going to do, I think it's going to be in Christmas time. I'm going to do a Peanuts one on Christmas Day. So that should be really fun. And hopefully that'll work. So, and I'll have a cool Peanuts medal for you guys to see. What else do we got? I was a few minutes late. I'm so sorry. The show, I never check email. And now they're yelling at me that the show has been pulled from our website and it's being shown just on YouTube and Facebook. I don't know. Every week it's something different over here at Governor's. You know, then they're like, didn't you get the email? I get 50,000 emails a day. I don't know. You know, what's going on. I'm sorry. I don't check email. I got to start deciphering. Maybe I should make up a new. I have 4 emails. I'm sure it's my fault. Who cares? So nobody's watching the show right now. It's being recorded. So hopefully I'll get this show out to all my listeners who usually listen to it on the site and who did listen to it last week on the site, even though they told me that it was a month that it hasn't been on the site, which is not exactly accurate. But anyway, anywho, the crux of the show. So what I wanted, there's a lot of things I wanted to get into. What else happened so far? Here, let's check out. Oh well, first of all, we got to get the show started, and I'm going to start the show with something very exciting. Let me pull this up here. Hold on, don't go anywhere. All right, you ready for this? Let's go. That's right. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. It is. That's right. Being American idiot. Don't want a nation the new media. Yeah. It is election day tomorrow. Are you guys ready? Do you know who you're voting for? Do you even know where to go vote? And did you even know there was an election tomorrow? We only show up for the big ones, right? The big presidential ones. Those are the big ones. Nobody knows these other ones. You know why? Because, and you should know, because your lawn is covered with signs from people that are begging for your vote who you don't know who the heck they are, right? Vote for Innie Schnockenberg, your 3rd District Family Court Planning Mayor of Topeka, Long Island. And meanwhile, you don't know who he is, what he's doing, but he's got pieces of placard all barraged all over Long Island on lawns and in front of a Wendy's. So you're online waiting for your double decker and your Frosty, and you say, hey, that looks like I'll vote for Ed Schmuckelbucker, because he's got a sign in front of Wendy's. So if Wendy's is endorsing him, he's good enough for me. I love their Frosties and their hot chili. But no. Here's everything you need to know. I'm going to help you really quick. I'm going to simplify the voting for you right now. Why I'm not only donning this Pilgrim, beautiful, gorgeous hat I bought at Party City for $1, but this is also very presidential for me. I'm wearing this as a more presidential look, because I think I'm going to, or a political look. I'm going to throw my hat, if you will, into the ring. And I'm going to let people know that because I can't stand, this is not right, what's going on here. Look at some of these positions that they make. This is outlandish. Hold on a second. This is so the big one is that Nassau County executive, right? They got the Laura Kern and this other Bruce Blakeman guy. It's the salary on this job, $196,000, and you wonder why you're paying $14,000 a day in taxes. All right, hey, not my relative, but Todd Kaminsky. You know this guy. I've talked about him on the show before. You know good old Todd. He's got the same last name as me, but I don't think he's related. Anyway, he's running for your Nassau County District Attorney against someone else. I don't know who. And $210,000. That's right, 210. You didn't hear wrong. You don't have to refresh your stream. 210,000 bananas that this guy's going to get to put people away in prison. I could do that. I'll do that for half. So if you vote for me, I'll only take half of that salary. It's fine. And I'll keep the podcast going. And I'll keep the Steve Square Show going. As you know, I'm your host and the most, because the other guy who doesn't show up when we do remote said, I don't want no part of this remote crap. I got things to do on a Monday. All right, whatever. Good for you. Look at some of these others. So what they do is they list it in your Newsday, and I can't blast Newsday because Newsday, I'm very excited, is going to be doing a piece on my dad. That's right. Pops Kaminsky, my dad, who you all know, he's been on the show before. He's the model connoisseur. He does all kinds of car models. So I pitched this story to Newsday, and they are sending a reporter. It's going to be big. It is going to be huge. This is all part of the ticket I'm running on. My dad's featured in Newsday, and they're going to do a story on. So I can't blast Newsday anymore the way I used to. I used to call it a rag. So now I have to say, hey, go subscribe to Newsday, because we're all corrupt at the end of the day anyway. Right now I'm a slave to the paper. Have to be nice to them, and I don't like to be nice. You know that. Some of these other positions, I'll tell you, they got Nassau County Family Court Judge. This woman is running on all 3 tickets. She's a Democrat, Republican, and conservative. She's running unopposed, so I think she has a good shot to win. If you lose when you're running unopposed, you should just stop doing everything in life. Then you're just, I don't know what to say. $210,000 to be a family court judge. I'm in the wrong business here. Well, this is good. If you want to be a council member of the city of Glen Cove, 10 grand. That's not even worth the time. Let's see, but the mayor of Glen Cove does pretty well. He gets 100,000. It's better to be the mayor. Let's see what other kind of positions I could have had. Oh, look at this guy. I like some of these people. 160,000 to be the supervisor of the town of Hempstead. Rocco. This guy's name is Rocco. He wants to be. What does he want to be? I don't know what he wants to be. He's running for also councils. A lot of councilmen, supervisors. Anyway, enough boring politics. You could just see you got to see the outlandish salaries on some of these jobs. It's just ridiculous. What is this? Oh my God. That is crazy. Some of these jobs are just outstanding. Anyway, but what I would say to do is you could do write-in votes. And there are people that do this. Write-in, funny man Stevie K from the Steve Squared Show, for whatever district, town you live in, I'll cover it all. I'll cover all of Long Island. I'll serve your needs. I have a couple of different platforms I'm running on. Let's get it all set up. Give me a moment. I'm sorry, I'm all a bit of a blur today. Let's check it out. Okay. Let's see here. All right. Well, let's see. What should I run on?
Wrong.
That's not true. Here we go.
I'm the king of the world!
That's what I'm going to run on. I am the king of the world. But actually, they don't do kings anymore, so I'll just have to be a lonely politician. So let's take a look at what my platform I'm going to run on. Let's see here. I got a lot of things to run on. I had them all listed alphabetically. I'm just going to run through a few here. Oh, here it is. Here's my issues. One of the biggest ones I care about is right on reds. I will make it legal for right on red all over Long Island, even if it's a left on red. So no matter what, even if you want to make a left, then that's okay with me. You can make lefts and rights on red at whim. I have no problem with that. That is my first order of business. My second order of business, what is my second order of business? I got a lot of order of businesses. My second order of business is shorter receipts at CVS. You look at the size of this bad boy. You see this thing? I don't even have enough camera angle to show you the paper wasted. Coupons are even good. $2 off your next $5,000 purchase. I don't spend $5,000 at CVS. $5 off $45 worth of Hallmark cards. Hey, maybe I'd like some women's aftershave for those aftershave parts. No, I don't need that. I don't need... come on, man. None of this stuff is good. And yet, look at this. So that's my second order of business. Shorter receipts from CVS, or maybe no receipts. What else do I have? Speedier. I think they should do a speedier checkout. Have your wallet ready. Here's a new thing. If your wallet is not out, I don't like when I'm waiting for someone behind and the girl checks or the guy checks out all of your items. And then the person goes like this, and then they go, $45.92, and then they start taking out their wallet like it's a shock that they actually have to pay for all this mess that just ran through the conveyor belt. Get it ready. I'm always ready. How much? What you got? I'm like a Vegas card dealer. So I think if your wallet is not ready, if you're not prepared, you go to the end of the line. Boom. Nope. Somebody else stands there, takes your groceries, puts them to the side or your items. Boom. You're not ready. You got to be prepared. Speed. People are places to go. Same thing at the bank. I get it. Sometimes it's people's only time out to have some conversation, some dialogue, but I'm not one of those people. And I'm like next online, someone's at the teller window. Yeah, it's my son's bar mitzvah this weekend. Looks pretty sunny out. Yeah. Can you look up, I had an account 45 years ago. Can you see if there's any money still in there or interest on that? I don't know. I don't know the account number. I don't know. Can you just... It's just nonsense minutia. Just gibbly gobbly gook. Get away from the window. You're done. Take your cash or deposit your cash. You're not buying a home at the teller window. There's no need for a 7-hour conversation or some kind of enormous financial computation here. You just either take your money or you give them your money. It's only two options. Get away. Let me get to the window. I know what I got to do. My wallet's out again. I'm ready. Check is done. I'm not starting to write out my deposit slip at the window. I'm not confused. I'm not like, what, am I in a bank? I didn't even know. Oh. Hi, Mary. How you doing? No. I don't want to have a conversation with Mary. I want to do my banking, go to the next nonsense spot. Do you know what it's like to have to wait on a 6-hour line at Marshall's and then go to a 6-hour line at the bank and then go to another 6-hour line? What else am I running on here? Hold on a second here. I'm going to get you set up here.
You're tacky and I hate you.
Oh, that's not nice. Let me see what else I could do here for you people. We talked about, traffic lights. I'm not digging the traffic lights. You know how one traffic on Broadway, the Massapequa area is nonsense. They have a red light, then green. It always staggers. So you're creating a traffic. Make them all green or all red. No, red, green, red, green. You're never getting anywhere. Let's go. Who's in charge of traffic? I will eliminate certain breeds of small dogs. Most breeds of small dogs. If your dog is under 20 pounds, if I'm elected, they will be removed from Long Island. Okay? If you have a small breed dog, they're gone. Okay? What else can we do? I don't want to see bumper stickers on the back of your stupid minivans either that talk about your child or that you have a baby on board. I'm not going to drive any better if you have a baby on board. I will be the same insane driver.
Uh-oh. Sounds like somebody's got a case of the Mondays.
Let's see what else. You know, the other thing that's weird about Halloween, I find it odd, don't you? They tell you your whole life growing up, don't take candy from strangers. Except on Halloween. Then I want you to go to as many weirdo houses as you could find and get candy at Halloween. I don't understand. Okay. Maybe I'll do, I don't think I'll do away with Halloween, but maybe I'll restructure Halloween also. And I'll definitely eliminate turn back the clock. No more turn back the clock. Just like Zach Galifianakis in the campaign, when he says, if I'm elected, I'm going to do away with with savings, time savings. I will never have you go back or forward or sideways with your time again. One time, that's it. Let's all get it together here, huh? I don't like it to be dark at 3 in the afternoon. I'm confused enough as it is. So don't play with my daytime or nighttime. What else do we do for you folks? You lovely, fine folks at home. Let's see.
Houston, we have a problem.
That is true, we do. Do I have any others? Oh, you know what I'd like to do? Here's other good ones. I'd like to bring back, look at this hat. I'd like to bring back drive-in movies. I think drive-in movies are fantastic. I would bring them back all year round. I don't want to hear the complaint, well, it's only seasonal. Do it in the winter. You get in your car, you know, maybe you get, we sell heaters, we give them to the people in the car. You can do it. It's 2021. It's not 1964. That excuse flew 45 years ago. There's enough time that we could develop some warmth for people to watch movies. That's what I would say. You take a look at this. They don't give this to anybody. No. They don't give this to any schnook. Just this schnook. Just Stevie K schnook. You know, I tried to get Emily to be on this show too. Nobody ever texts me back. Don't you hate that? When you text somebody, they don't respond. Very annoying. 6:53, by the way, and the temperature is I don't know. I'm not in the studio tonight, as you can see the lovely brick background I have. Hey, can you see the... Wait, let me go the other way. There you... Oh, wait, let me bring that down a little bit for you guys. There's the physio ball. Everything's behind me. Oh, you can't see the hat now. There you go. I got the dumbbell. I'm rocking the dumbbell show. We got everything going for you guys. It matches the hat pretty well. Boy, this metal is heavy. It really pulls on my neck. I'll probably have a neck problem tomorrow. But I do want to bring back. I also want to bring back Blockbuster video stores. I know none of us have any VHS VCRs anymore, but boy, I love to walk into a Blockbuster. Wasn't that fun? You get to walk in, movies everywhere. There's something about that experience I miss. So, bring back the VCR. Bring it all back. I say that it's so much better than going on. I'd like to give Netflix a little run for their money. I don't like us being, so beholden to Netflix and to Hulu and to Amazon. No, no, no. Let's start bringing back the old stores. I love Blockbuster, Hollywood Video. You remember them? That was great. You walk in, right? You take a video out. You forget it's in your car. You see it 3 months later. You go back in. You try to explain, and they say, "No dice, sir. You owe us $375 in late fees, and it's on your credit report now." Don't you miss those days? Ah, those were the days fighting with the credit card companies and your credit reports. Why can't I buy a home because I owe $600 to Hollywood Video for Jaws 3D, the sequel? It stunk anyway. Now I can't get my home. I can't buy a home because Jaws, the 3D version, was sitting in my trunk under my spare tire. That's life. You know why? I'll tell you why.
It's Britney, bitch. I see you. And I just want to dance with you.
That's Britney. That's Britney, bitch. What else can I do for you people? I probably would really limit or eliminate Facebook, social media, everything like that, even though the show is on Facebook. I probably would look to eliminate that. I don't like, it's more the Instagram and the Snapchat I could do without. I don't want to see people. It really bothers me, especially over the weekends or the holiday. Everybody has to post some nonsense, some soliloquy, something beautiful, how they saw, they had a wonderful weekend. They're always having something. Thank you to all of you for your warm welcome. Everybody wants so badly to be liked and to be a celebrity. They just want to post everything about their life. Stop it. You're not a celebrity, unfortunately. You're not an Academy Award winner. Nobody wants to hear you thank people or give us a quote of the day. Just move on. You're wasting too much time. Stop wasting time. And that's pretty much it. So write in your vote. Remember, Funny Man Stevie K on the... I'll go on the Wig Party. That sounds like a fun. The old Wig Party. And that, ladies and gentlemen, hold on a second, is... my ticket for candidacy as, what should I call myself, Funny Man of Long Island. I am running for head Funny Man of Long Island, and I will keep you laughing if you vote me in at a salary of nothing less than $250,000. Thank you. Well, that went pretty well. That went better than I thought. That was pretty good.
Quiet! Not only are you not a very nice person, you're also a slob.
This portion of the Steve Squared Show and my candidate running ticket, and maybe I'll make Steve my running mate. He's never around anyway, so I can absorb his salary as well. Is brought to you by, you guessed it, the one and only...
Slinky toys are fun toys.
It's Slinky for fun. It's a wonderful toy. What walks downstairs alone or in pairs and makes us sleep.
Oh, good grief.
Oh, shut up.
You know, did you ever find out yet which is your favorite candy?
Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Almond Joy's got nuts, Mounds don't. Almond Joy's got real milk chocolate.
Anyway, I got another problem and I'll share with you momentarily. Hold on a second. This is, you want to see something? Here, let's go to this story. I thought this was, oh my gosh. I love movies like the next guy, and I'm big movie buff, as is my co-host who's never here. Do you know Alexa makes a better co-host than Steve? She always shows up. She's always there on time. Never talks back. Beautiful. But unfortunately, I'm stuck with Steve. So I was watching this weekend. The movie gross earnings came out in the hierarchy of where they listed the movies. That stupid movie Antlers. I still don't know what it's about. It's something about something with antlers. It's a horror movie, and unfortunately, it beat Addams Family 2. Now, I don't understand how that happened. It beat the Addams Family 2. And I looked it up. It's set in a small town in Oregon, which got me thinking, why are all these horrific, horrible horror movies set in a small town? It's always a small town. Don't these small towns, like in Halloween, it was in Haddonfield, Illinois, which is actually, there is a Haddonfield, New Jersey. That's what it was based on. So if you're these people that live in these small towns, aren't you taking offense? Like, do only mass murder sprees, killing sprees happen in our little neck of the woods? They don't happen in like New York City, or they don't happen in, San Fernando Valley, California, or Orange County, or Oakland. It's always these small. What's his face? Stephen King loves to use Maine. That's his big go-to. Derry, Maine for It, right? The crazy clown can only find his way in a small town. If you're a clown, you want to be in a small town. You don't want to go somewhere busy. You want to appear and torture and cause havoc to children of a small town because they don't have enough problems finding things to do. They want to be chased by a maniac clown. So that's pretty interesting. Cujo, also in Maine. Cujo was set in Castle Rock, Maine. Derry, Maine. Misery, The Great Misery. We love that movie, right? With James Caan. Was set in Silver Creek, Colorado. Colorado is definitely a go-to spot. The Shining is set in Colorado as well. Esther Park in the Rocky Mountains, where Jack Nicholson has to obviously him and his family move into this hotel for the off season, and he's going to caretake and turns insane and goes nuts with an axe. It's a real family fun, heartwarming tale of a man going hysterical with an axe. But of course, you wouldn't do that in a Maine big town. You want to go crazy with an axe, keep it in a small town. Maybe nobody will hear about it, and you'll be all right. Even Dahmer, the Dahmer series set in Milwaukee. Wisconsin's a big spot. Wisconsin. There was a couple of Wisconsin. Silence of the Lambs was in Plainfield, Wisconsin. The Shining, I said, was in Colorado. Pennsylvania, Punxsutawney. Does that ring a bell? Groundhog's Day, right? They're showing the just the silliness also. It's not only the horror movies, but what town would we relish over telling the weather from a big oversized rat? But again, in a small town, Punxsutawney, PA. Eternal Sunshine, which I'll get to in a moment. Sleepy Hollow was set in Sleepy Hollow, New York, so that's a little New Yorkish. Even Hocus Pocus, Salem, Massachusetts, right? Salem's Lot, Hocus Pocus, those spooky Salem's movies in Salem, Massachusetts. Jaws, just off the coast of Cape Cod. A little bigger town. I mean, a shark can really find his way anywhere. A shark really doesn't judge. A shark is all-inclusive. He'll eat anybody, anywhere. This movie, Antlers, is in Oregon. Fargo is in obviously the great Fargo is in Minnesota. Minnesota. Oh, we love Minnesota. So you could get the idea. Even Hoosiers, the great basketball movie. Hickory, Indiana, right? It's got to be as hick. They actually put the first half of the word in the town, hick. So it's really, I find it offensive. I'm taking a stand here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get some horror movies. Let's get some of these feel-good stories. I mean, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre obviously was in Texas, but also in a small town in Kingsland, Texas. It was actually based on a true story. I don't know if it was a chainsaw exactly, but they're all loosely based on somebody. I mean, you can always find somebody that goes nuts with a chainsaw and say it's loosely based on a true story. We've all been there, right? You've all had a chainsaw in your hand, a Black & Decker, and you just wanted to go nuts on the block. That was also... So you get my point. And to finish my point, which is really pointless... Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Very good movie with Jim Carrey and Kate Winslet. You remember Kate Winslet. She was the one that helped out.
I'm the king of the world!
He was the king of the world until an hour and a half later when he was on the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean. And she was hanging for her life on the raft. Good for her. I would have did the same thing. Kicked him right off. See ya. Bye, Jack.
I'm the king of the world! This is unacceptable!
That's what he said right before he went under. And, of course, that was not a good ending for Jack. But he came... It all worked out well for him because he made a lot of money in Wolf of Wall Street, so... He was fine, don't worry. I was going to feature Leonardo DiCaprio. I touched on it a bit last week. We really had a Halloween episode. The Tom Hanks time, I saw 4 Tom Hanks movies on at the same time. The other night, there was 4 Leonardo DiCaprio movies on. Not his best. Wolf of Wall Street was good. Aviator, I didn't really care for. I thought it was just a silly mimicking performance of him trying to do the Howard Hughes thing. There was another one I didn't really care for. Oh, the Man in the Iron Mask. He played a French king, King Louis, who had a twin brother, who the twin brother was put into the mask, and so he could have the throne. I didn't care for that movie either. It was weak. And there was another really poor Leonardo. Edgar, where he was doing J. Edgar Hoover. Terrible. Another terrible movie. But of course he's done a lot better work. Catch Me If You Can was great. The other one with Quentin Tarantino that just came out, the Hollywood movie, was great with Brad Pitt and Margot Robbie. That was a very good movie. Obviously, What's Eating Gilbert Grape with Johnny Depp. This Boy's Life with Robert De Niro. He played as a young boy. And of course, who could forget him as Luke, the troubled youth in Growing Pains. Now, I would have bet anything that the kid that played Mike, Kirk Cameron, would have ended up a successful movie star. But not so much. He went off in a different, strange direction and left the bag of loot to be filled by the handsome and creatively talented Leonardo DiCaprio. Much better name, too, than Kirk Cameron. Steve, actually, and he'll tell you this story, he went to go see the Monkees the other night at the Paramount in Huntington. 2 of them are left. The other 2 have passed away. I think just Mickey Dolenz and Michael Nesmith. So they are the only 2 surviving Monkees, and Steve went to go see that. He's a big Monkees fan. By the way, so this brings me into my next rant, and I'll rant for you momentarily as we break open. It is time for a commercial break, and let's see what it'll be sponsored by. Let's be sponsored by this.
My baloney has a first name. It's O.S.
What is it? It's got to be something. What's my baloney?
It's M-A-Y-E-R.
There you go. That's it? My baloney has a... Come on. Let's try it again.
My baloney has a first name. It's O-S-C-A-R. My baloney has a second name. It's M-A-Y-E-R.
That's true. My baloney has a first and second name. So anyway, speaking of, what's his face?
Wendy, darling, light of my life, I'm not going to hurt you. You didn't let me finish my sentence. I said, I'm not going to hurt you. I'm just going to bash.
I'll finish that for you. He's going to bash your freaking skull in. Yes, the great Jack Nicholson from The Shining. But anyway, so Steve went to go see the Monkees. He paid about $100 for the ticket. But it was at a local place, the Monkees, right? So this brings me to my next point. How much are you willing to see your favorite star? How much are you willing to pay to see someone perform? I'm calling out the great and gorgeously, beautifully dressed the other concert night he had, Harry Styles. Harry Styles, a big favorite of my niece Kelly. And Harry Styles has a show coming to the new USB Center that they have on Long Island. November 28th, I think. And he has the nerve, or his people, or whatever the tickets are right now, to sit. The worst seats right now are or minimum $350 and up. You want to sit anywhere good, you're looking over $1,000, over $1,000 to see this moron perform. Where you could just watch a YouTube video, right? And I felt bad. I went on. I was like, let me see tickets. They're not even on sale right now, and they're showing it the exorbitant prices. And I went to find out some information to see what's going on here. Why are these so exorbitantly highly cost to go see these artists? Now, it's one thing to spend $100, $150. You start getting into the $400 range for a base minimum just to sit in the upper deck of a concert hall where you can't even see anything is ridiculous. You know what you could do with $400? Go to Mexico or somewhere. But, look, I wanted to find out some information, so I me, I'm always digging and looking, and I was able to find a little information for you squares out there. First of all, streaming their songs, there's no buying albums anymore, right? Everybody streams music. So the artists are really making pennies in their world on streaming music, even if they do get paid on that. Touring is where it's at. And that's why they make these elaborate productions. I mean, take Taylor Swift, for instance. She had some $300 million production craziness where she needed snakes, fireworks. She couldn't just take a guitar and sit on a stool, or, dance around a little like Madonna. She has to come out on barbed wire, fly in on a helicopter, jump in, it's kind of ridiculous. Harry Styles was in a Wizard of Oz outfit. He was dressed up as Dorothy, and he had a little Toto dog. That would be one of the dogs, by the way, I would be eliminating in my new 3-point plan to take over Long Island. I will be eliminating the Toto-type dog. So that gives you a visual now of what I would be doing if I should be elected to office. So hopefully on the next show, I will be making my acceptance speech as your new funny man of Long Island, Stevie K. I'll still talk to you. I'll still have this show. I will still be a man of the people. Only be making whatever salary a funny man should make, which is a heck of a lot more than what they're paying me here.
I'm not fucking leaving!
Oh my god. Anyway. So that it really bothered me. So that's part of what their excuse is that these productions are so expensive and elaborate. Really what it comes down to is the secondary markets, the StubHubs, all these other secondary markets are able to somehow get all the tickets before it's open to the public, and they're selling it second and third hand, and they're just jacking up the prices for poor people like my niece that just wants to see Harry Styles. So if I'm a Harry Styles, I'm like, this is unacceptable. My fan base, one girl quoted as saying, I'm disgusted with this, and she should be. And so I think the artists should step in and do something. They should not let their stuff be sold on secondary. They don't care. They're getting it one way or the other. So I'm very upset. I say that's another thing I would do if I was put in. I'm boycotting all these stupid artists. Sick of them. Sick of them and their money. Especially since I don't get any. Here it is. Harry Styles. It's terrible. Then they do these silly VIP. Do you know if you also if you're on their fan social media sites, say you're constantly interacting with these artists as if they see you reaching out to them on Instagram, it's a way for them to contact you and try to pitch those kind of people that they know are fanatically insane and will pay anything. They pitch them the VIP package, where it's like a little meet and greet, where maybe you could go into some VIP room where you have maybe the drummer there or something, or someone with a Harry Styles wig on, and he goes, "Hey, how you doing?" And he waves you for a second, and you just paid $3,000 for that package, something like that. So that's another thing. So watch out for that. Don't be, messaging Harry Styles nonstop. I'll tell my niece to watch out for that, because they'll start sending in those. They're going to say, here's someone that really loves Harry Styles or Taylor Swift or whoever these maniacs are. And no bueno, because that's how they do it. They look for those people that they know. This person's, they're ready. They're ripe for the picking. Ripe for the picking. I would pay anything. I'm so mad at everybody. I'll tell you.
You're the most amazingly astounding, wonderful.
What? I don't know if that works. That doesn't work either. Okay, well, that went down. Interesting. Anyway, to move along further. You know who's coming to Long Island? Taking Back Sunday. Taking Back Sunday is this band, late 90s, 2000s. You might have heard of them. They will be performing at the newly renovated Mulcahy's right in Wantaw. And what they're going to be doing is... Taking Back Sunday is kind of like an emo band. I don't know if you know what an emo band is. Emo bands are like Good Charlotte, Green Day, Panic at the Disco. Those are kind of emo bands. Sum 41. If you listen to an American Pie, the movie soundtrack, it's all emo. That is what they're. They're actually pretty good. They're going to be playing in December at Mulcahy's, so check that out. That should be a really, really good show. Paramore is also, I love them. They're a really good emo type band. And here's something really, I'll tell you, really exciting. A few weeks ago, or probably a couple of months ago, actually, I was in a play. You guys might have remembered. Steve didn't go, of course. The Billy Buckner story. It was called Billy Buckner. And basically, it was a one-act play at the Northport One-Act Festival. Not everybody could attend, Steve. But it is now streaming on YouTube. I think you have to pay, unfortunately. I'm so sorry. Everybody's trying to make money. This is a time where everybody's trying to make money. And anyway, so go on there if you want to pay $20 to see me, or I think it's 20. Hopefully, it's not more, to see me in action in Billy Buckner. I play this like crazy Met fan, which was really hard for me to do since I'm a Yankee fan. So I have to. My fiance is not really loving me so much. It's not really jiving. It's not working. And the older version of me comes and visits me and sets me on a better path to say, you better appreciate this woman because she's not going to be around forever. You two one day will not be together. And so I learn a lesson, which is important for me. I need to learn lessons in life. So that is streaming now on YouTube, called Billy Buckner at the Northport One Act Festival. So I have a few people that I should hit up to watch that show. I wonder what happened here. Not really sure if I... Hold on a second here. I don't know if I... There we go. This should work beautifully now. I lost some of my feed. The whole tech show is really... Let's see if we got it back. Maybe, maybe not. No. Not really sure what's going on right now. But... Anyway. Let me see if I can fix it for you. I'll try one more time. Nope. So... Taking Back Sunday will be performing. I had a few other things for you. Let's see what else we got for you. So they were giving some advice, speaking about colleges. How colleges are so expensive. I thought this was very funny for you guys. Here it is. Rules to help parents manage tuition costs. Colleges are now upwards in the neighborhoods of $50,000 a year. $50,000 a year. That's insane. So what their advice is, this is in Money Fix. These are some ideas to help you with your children, and here's one of them. Seriously consider if your child should go to college. I'm not even joking. It says that right here. Maybe they want a career that's not involved in college. You should only hope. Look, I'm telling you, Jenny, you're not that smart. I think maybe a good career in the friendlies industry is always looking for good wait staff. You're very good with people, honey. I just think going to USC or the University of Michigan is a waste of time for you. Get out there. Serve some grilled cheese sandwiches. Please. Your father's been out of work for years. He left me. That's their advice. I'm not even kidding. Then it says look for financial aid. So this is big epiphany right here. Thank you. Still, this is not working. So upset with this right now. It's back. I'm back for you people. Yeah, am I?
This is unacceptable!
I'm back. I love when my blokes are back. Let's see what other stories we have for you. I had something else I wanted to share. Oh, this is actually really cool. The Elf musical, The Great Elf with Will Ferrell. He won't be there, but the musical will. It's going to be coming to Long Island. When? And where? At the Argyle Theater. That's where. And when? I don't know when. But you get $10 off with this code. Type in news on the Argyle Theater, and you can see Broadway comes to Babylon. I love when they say that. Elf, the musical. Here it is, November 11th to January 2nd. A real holiday classic. Elf will be here. So that should be pretty nice. That should be fun. Tom Hanks has this new weird movie coming out, Finch. It's about, he's an inventor. He's the last person left. I don't even know what this is. Boy, I don't even understand this movie. It's called Finch. It's going to be on Apple TV and in the movies. I wouldn't see it on either way. I don't even know what he does in this movie. It doesn't even say what he does. It's a sci-fi. He's kind of like, he's an inventor, I think, who's the last man on Earth. Everybody's always the last man on Earth, and thank goodness they have skills. If I was the last man on Earth, done. There's nothing happening. I'm not creating a car, building a new technological system to get the world going again. You know, there was a movie with Tom Cruise, was the last man on Earth, and Matt Damon had his turn as the last man, right? He was in Mars as a Martian. He was able to, right? He was able to kind of cultivate and communicate and get that planet going up and running. Not happening. If I'm somewhere, if I would have been those people in the Andes Mountains where they crashed in that soccer field, I would have eaten Steve within 2 minutes. He would have been my lunch. I wouldn't even have waited for him to pass away. I would have started gnawing on his arm. Because I can't take the cold and I don't like to be hungry. So I can't, I'm not a survivor. You know what I am?
You're tacky and I hate you.
Wrong.
That's what I am. I'm also this.
Not only are you not a very nice person, you're also a slob.
Oh, good grief.
So anyway, check out that movie Friday, Finch with Tom Hanks. I didn't like his last News of the World. His last few movies, once they get to a certain age, they start taking crap, and it's just not what I expect from a Tom Hanks movie. So anyway, sorry about that. Anyway, there was another. Do I have another good story for you? Hold on, I'll find some good stories for you. So anyway, I'm very excited. Hey, if any of you have been watching basketball, the New York Knicks they're doing really good. I'm very excited. They've been doing a heck of a bang-up job. They've won their first 5 out of 6 games. I like to give the sports report. I never do sports on the podcast show. So if any of you squares out there are interested in sports, we like. I love sports, but I don't like to make this a sports show or get into those discussions. Sometimes me and Steve will talk sports. Steve loves sports, but most people like to hear movies, trivia, what's going on in my daily day, which, if you had to live it, would only be a nightmare for you. It is navigating a tough world. But I do say I am excited. I will be watching that after this show ends. I do apologize if anybody's jumping on again. So what's happening is on Gov's Radio, apparently there is no Gov's Radio site. I mean, you can go on there. I don't know what you would see. But they pulled it. So you can only see these shows on YouTube, Gov's Radio YouTube channel, or Facebook, and all the rest of the minutia. So that is that. Let's see what else we got. Did any of you go? Oh, did you see this? Disney World turned 50. That's pretty interesting. Walt Disney World, which opened in 1971, so we're in 2021, 50 years later. You used to have to pay for admission $3.50. Talk about rising costs, right? $3.50 to get into Disney World back in 1971. Right now, a single day pass is $122 to wait on a 14-mile long, heated, sun-exhausting line. This is terrible. It's no Magic Kingdom in Florida. They are not. They are not Magic Kingdom. You know what I'll also do? I'm also going to eliminate spam calls. You know, I'm going to really try to work on that. I want to have one good thing I run on. You know those spam calls you get? I get constant spam calls, constant weird mail, spam, whatever. Got to get rid of that too. I have a lot of things to work on as your funny man of Long Island, Stevie K. I don't know about cats. I'm not sure what else. I haven't decided what I'm going to do about cats yet either. But I will let you people know what we will do about cats. So, anywho, oh boy, I'll tell you, it was a funny bit when my sister came to my parents' house and she took all their candy, left them with no candy. And the kids are cute, you know, they follow the rules. Most people left. Did you leave your candy out on the porch? Or did you really do the old traditional knock on the door? Who is it? Trick or treat. Here's a candy. What a cute costume. Did you go through the whole minutia? Or are we getting into that kind of lazy, let's just put the bucket out there? We just put the bucket out there. Most people I saw on my block, bucket on the door, on the stoop, on the chair. Just take. If you want to take the bucket, take everything. But just leave us alone. Nobody wants to be knocking on doors, answering doors. That's, again, minutia. So they, we put the bucket out there, and kids are good. They'll take one candy, 2 candies, whatever, rule you follow and however it works. But that's the best way, I think, to do it. Don't you agree? Write into the Steve Square Show and let me know. As someone now that's going to be in office as Funny Man, I can finally get the Dumbbell Show going. I'm really excited to get Dumbbells off and running, and we're getting closer. I rewrote the trailer, and I'm going to start shooting, and we're going to get that going for you. How are we doing on time? We're doing great on time. We're always right on the money. You know what I was going to tell you guys? There was a couple of... Oh, Don Juan. This is funny. Listen to this story. So I'm at my family's house. They want a Mexican Halloween. Of course you would. Goes together. So I say to my family, I'm like, all right, I'll go pick it up. Order it, I'll go pick it up. Order when they open. And I hate standing in a crowded restaurant when you're waiting for your takeout order and you're just standing there like a dope by yourself. And there's people, they're all looking at you, and they're crowded, and they're at the bar or at the restaurant table, and you're just standing there like this. and you're like trying to look at your phone, and you just feel awkward and waiting and waiting. So I don't want that. I say, I'm going to go. They said, how long? 10 minutes. Nobody makes anything in 10 minutes. But I say, I'm waiting at least 15. I don't want to be standing in a crowded restaurant waiting for my food. I go to Don Juan. I walk in. Not a soul in the place. Empty. I mean, it was early. It was about 5 o'clock. Not a soul in the place. And the girl comes over to me and she goes, Steve? Because my mom, family gave my name to pick it up. So I said, yes, I am. And she was like, boom, had it all ready. I was probably their only order of the night. And they were so great. She had it right for me. But I did say to her, I thought I was going to surprise my mom. She always loves those holiday margarita things, right? So I said, can I take out a margarita? Do you do that? And she said, we don't do that anymore. We're not allowed. We used to be allowed. We're not allowed. You can't send somebody out with margaritas in the street. So I said, oh, all right. She goes, but you could have a drink at the bar. So I said, and again, mind you, she's the only person in this place. There's not even a bartender. So I'm like, I don't understand what's going on here. Like, I was laughing. I said, well, no, I'm not going to it's not for me. I was going to take it home for, it was a surprise for my mom type of thing. I wasn't going to just sit at the bar and just drink margaritas by myself in an empty bar, because that's where you really hit rock bottom. All alone in a bar just sipping on a peach margarita. Then go back in your car and drive home into an accident. I said, what are you doing? You're not. I said to her, I go, you can't be pitching that to me. I said, how do you know I drove here? You can't be selling margaritas and then want me to go home on a Halloween, no less, when you should be driving very carefully because the kids are insane. I was in Wantor, leaving my sister's home. I'm turned the block, and there was literally 300. It was like a parade. It might have been. Hundreds. It wasn't a parade. It was hundreds of kids. And they were walking, and they wouldn't move out of the street. They were just hundreds. Definitely up to some kind of no good. I was like, this is trouble.
Don't try to be funny, will you, meathead?
It was just not good. It was really just not good.
You're out of bullets. And you know what that means. You're shit out of luck.
Oh, yeah. Anyway. So that was, it was just really weird, I thought. So, but we were able to. I saw some really good costumes. Did you guys dress up as anything? I was Richard Simmons, and I actually went to go train as Richard Simmons, my clients, and they got a big kick out of it. They thought it was pretty funny. Did you say, what was some interesting costumes you saw? Anything good? I went into my bank. Give it to Jovia credit, Union Bank, man. I went in there. Everybody was dressed retro, 80s, 70s, really hip, really cool. I thought that was fun. And there's nothing I love better than going over my finances with Casey and the Sunshine Band. This guy had a fantastic just jumpsuit on with the great shades and the long muck chucks and the big wig. It was just fantastic. So it was, but I think that's fun. It was really, they were into it. And if you're going to go, you got to go into the deep end of the pool. Don't just put on a little mustache or a pair of glasses, go in, enjoy yourself. So I saw some pretty cool, I'm trying to think if there was anything really, really that caught my eye. I saw a Buzz Lightyear kid that was really cool. Some Incredibles. I saw a kid that was the Karate Kid. I love the Karate Kid. I'm waiting for Cobra Kai to come back. Season 4, December, it's around the corner. This is the countdown, baby. Cobra Kai is coming, so hang on. We'll give you all your Cobra Kai up to the latest news, and you won't have to pay $400 like that Harry Styles. So once again, as I close out the show, and I tell all my squares and Long Islanders, when you're in that voting booth tomorrow, I don't know, is it a booth or a chair, or when you're mailing it from home, or you're just yelling at Alexa who you want to vote for, make sure you spell Funny Man Stevie K, all one word. Write it in. Don't waste your vote. I'm on the Whig Party. I'm on the funny party. I'm running on the Funny Man Party. Funny Man Stevie K. I will be there for you. Remember my points. right and lefts on red. Eliminate small, choppy, chippy dogs. Shorter lines at Marshalls. Punishments on lines when you're not prepared. No talking at the bank. Do your thing. Get off. I'm here for you. I am the voice of reason. I am the voice of insanity for you people. So as we close out another wonderful episode of the Steve Squared Show, I hope you all have a wonderful week. Next week, boy, I finally have the guest you've been waiting for. The one and only Bobby Ruth will be in the studio. She will be performing, acting, singing, dancing, kabitchking. We'll be talking about acting and life on Long Island, and hopefully she'll be addressing me as the Long Island's funny man as I win that election. So she will be on next Monday, 6:30. Apparently we're not on a website anymore, so it'll be on YouTube or Facebook. And I'll stop posting that it's on govsradio.com, because apparently it's not. So, once again, for myself, Funny Man Stevie K, your hopefully leader and pilgrim, and gold medal Halloween winner. Love it, enjoy it. Do you love it, though? Thank you once again for spending some funny time with me and the Steve Squared Show. And I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I will see you next week in the studio for the Steve Squared Show at 6:30. Thanks, and have a wonderful